Hello everybody, Pastor Steve here with the Word of the Week. I'm glad you've joined us today. And this is actually installment number 2 of Weird Things About Pastor Steve. Installment number 1 was Pastor Steve listens to Christmas music all the time, all year round. Installment number 2 is this: Pastor Steve loves dishes. And in particular, I love pottery. As a matter of fact, if you were to come over to our house and have dinner with us, you would eat on hand-thrown pottery. We actually have a set for 8. It's just a weird thing that I like. And so our scripture today revolves around pottery, and it's in Jeremiah chapter 18. It is this: the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, "Arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will announce my words to you." And then he went down to the potter's house, and there the potter was making something on the wheel. But the vessel he was making out of clay was spoiled in the hand of the potter. So he remade it into another vessel as it pleased the potter to make. You know, as I thought over that, I thought about how many times has God had to do something in our lives to make us what He wants to make us. It doesn't mean that we failed. It doesn't mean that we have disappointed God. It just means we are imperfect creatures, and time again, God comes and makes us into a vessel that He can use. And He does it for His glory. He even goes on to say, "Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Can I not, O house of Israel, deal with you the same as the potter does?" And God does that for us. And the great thing about pottery is, although the dish, a plate may be a plate or a cup may be a cup, they are unique because they are each handmade. And God takes His time with each of us to hand make us into what He wants to make us. Here's some pottery that we have. These are actually 2 coffee mugs, and you know, they're not really the same. Although they have the same job, they're not exactly the same. And that's the way God is with us. He takes our uniqueness and the things that He has placed in us to use them for His glory. And here's another great thing about pottery. It's this: this potter who made this was so proud of it, he signed his name to it. Robert Allwine signed this because it's his, and he made it. And I want to tell you something. I know the potter that made you. I know him. I know this guy. And I know the potter that made you and me. And He made each of us for His own purpose and His own glory. And He still works in our lives constantly to make us more and more of what He wants us to be. Sometimes He has to start all over, as this potter did. But that's okay, because that's what God does. That's the God that we serve. And I will leave you with this. It's a kid's song, and it goes like this: He's still working on me to make me what He wants to be. It took Him a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient He must be. He's still working on me. And it's okay that God's still working on you. He will make you into what He wants you to be. Thank you.